Which department is responsible for inventory management? Nice selection. Storage department is the correct and valid answer. What is the role of marketing in a business organization? Perfect. Identifying customer needs and wants is the correct choice. Empowering and encouraging employees to work on their own. Great job. Leadership is the accurate answer. Who is ultimately responsible for operations management? Valid point. Operational manager is true. Sometimes this process referred to as loading or routing. On track. Production planning and control is the correct answer. Which one is not the objective of operations management? Excellent choice. The bottleneck in the production process is the right answer. Operation management is more applicable in which sector? Sharp thinking. Manufacturing sector is the right choice. Dash tends to focus upon transportation and distribution. Nicely done. Logistics management is a solid answer. Below are activities of logistic operations, except dash. Great thinking. Supplier selection is the right choice. What is goods differentiation in operations management? Or good thinking. Varying the product features is the right answer. Natural resources, human resources, financial resources. Strong choice. Resource endowment is the right answer. Which is not one of the goals of total quality management? Right choice. Customer rewards program is the best answer. Below is not input from advertising service operations. You're right. Revision request from client is the correct answer. What is another tip for successful project management? You chose prioritize efficient scheduling, and it is correct. What is supplier selection in supply chain management? Correct. The process of identifying and selecting the best suppliers is the right answer. Directing and managing employees' day-to-day activities. You got it. Your choice management is right. Identify the 4 key principles of lean management. Correct response. Pull, one-piece flow. Tact, 0 defects is the most accurate answer. The era where machine power replaced the human power. Nice work. You chose Industrial Revolution, and it is correct. Define wants in the context of operations management. Solid response. Desires or preferences of customers or stakeholders is a valid choice. What is the key skill required for agile management? Bravo. Ability to remain calm under stress is the answer. The transformation consists of 3 stages, namely dash. Clear logic? Your choice input, process, output is sound and 100% true. Objective of operation management is to improve dash. Exactly. Productivity makes sense and it is right choice. Operations risk management includes how many steps? Well done. 5 is the right choice. Where was total quality management first developed? Smart move. Japan is an accurate answer. Following are variables used in productivity except
Smart pick. Output is the correct choice.
The key components in supply chain management are.
Good job. Your answer inventory management works well here.
What is the primary goal of operations management? Well picked. All of the above is the correct answer. Efficient inventory management can help companies. Excellent. All true is a brilliant choice. What is the objective of supply chain management? Right again. All of the above is a valid answer. Dash is not an objective of operations management. Well reasoned. Maximizing cost of producing goods and services is the correct choice. What are the objectives of operations scheduling? Nice work. You chose ignoring the labor, and it is correct. What is cost leadership in operations management? You're right. Being the most price competitive business is the correct answer. What is where a single product is made at a time? Right choice. Job production is the best answer. Operations management is described what process? Excellent choice. Transformational is the right answer. What is sequencing in the context of operations?
Exactly. The order of tasks to be done in reverse makes sense, and it is right choice.
Part of every process of operations management. Bravo, variance is the answer. What are not the roles of an operations manager?
You chose budgeting, and it is correct.
Standards set forth, not open to interpretation. Clear logic. Your choice rules is sound and 100% true. The 5 elements in the management process are.
Correct response. Plan, organize, staff, lead, and control is the most accurate answer.
What is the main focus of resource management?
Nicely done. Eliminating waste for more profits is a solid answer.
Operations risk management is primarily about. Great thinking. Managing various hazards is the right choice. It has a narrower focus than quality assurance. Valid point. Quality control is true. Conversion of inputs into outputs is known as.
Great job. Operations management is the accurate answer.
Performance that meets or exceeds expectations. Good job. Your answer quality works well here. Ongoing and day-to-day decisions in operations. Good thinking. Controlling decisions is the right answer. Functions and roles in operations management. Smart move. Both of these is an accurate answer. The key elements of an operations system are. On track. Inputs, processes, outputs is the correct answer. Inputs, processes, outputs are all a part of. You got it? Your choice transformation process is right. What is the bathtub curve used to measure? Excellent. Failure over time is a brilliant choice. Refers to the creation of goods and services.
Strong choice. Production is the right answer.
This is characteristics for yield management. Perfect. Fixed capacity is the correct choice. Which operations process uses a Gantt chart? Solid response. Transformation is a valid choice. What are the 5 phases of project management? Nice selection. Initiating, planning, executing, monitoring, controlling. Closing is the correct and valid answer. It is derived from the manufacturing sector. Sharp thinking. Total quality management is the right choice. Operation management is known good for dash. Well reasoned. All the above is the correct choice. This naturally comes after product design. Smart pick. Process planning is the correct choice. The role of operations management is dash.
Well picked. To transform input into output is the correct answer.
Operations management is a dash process. Correct. Transformation is the right answer. Attitudes of people, local social values. Well done. Cultural, social values and institutions is the right choice. What is the focus of quality management? Right again. Both product and service quality is a valid answer. Macro factors of material management is? Smart pick. Government policy is the correct choice. Dash takes care of product and services. Great job. Operations management is the accurate answer. Which are the inputs for the operations? You're right. All of the above is the correct answer. In operations, what does TQM stand for? Excellent. Total quality management is a brilliant choice. What does high productivity depend on?
Correct. Good management is the right answer.
The father of scientific management.
On track. Frederick Taylor is the correct answer.
Which is not a function of management. Clear logic. Your choice coordinating is sound and 100% true. Operations management is applicable.
Bravo. To all firms, whether manufacturing and service is the answer.
Total quality management focuses on
good thinking. Both A and B is the right answer.
the unique strengths of a business. Right choice. Core competencies is the best answer. Lean production can also be called. Well done. Lean manufacturing is the right choice. Production management starts with. Valid point. Aggregate planning is true. The way one leads through action. You got it. Your choice management style is right. Key components in Mr. P include great thinking, production schedule, bill of materials, and master inventory is the right choice. The core of all strategies is
Smart move. Competitiveness is an accurate answer.
what is operation management? Solid response. Operation is a valid choice. Reasons to globalize accept. Strong choice. 4. Understand competitors is the right answer. TQM refers to dash. Good job. Your answer. Total quality management works well here. Mr. P stands for
Perfect. Material resource planning is the correct choice.
Stands for
Right again. Operations management is a valid answer.
how you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format. You chose contact Narayan Chengder, and it is correct.